What's done is done, no sense in blaming anyone. Latch on to the fabric of who you have become. What's done is done, you're not the only one who's made a few mistakes that they wish they could have right. Open up your mind. Open up your mind. Open up your mind. Open up your mind.
You missed us? So you missed me? Ever been? Just... The world's been on fire, and it takes a toll on my mental health. And honestly, my physical health as well. So, last couple of days, my, cold sores have been really flared up really badly. And, I just haven't had the mental energy. But yesterday I sat there and watched the first 3 episodes of Clarkson's Farm. And just, you know, it did nothing really. It really did nothing. Today on the way home from work I grabbed myself what Australians would know as I don't even know what you call it. Like a chip wrap. From a local place that was just delightful. It's just like chips and coleslaw and pickles and garlic sauce. It was just bad food done well. It made me happy briefly, and then it went away. So now I'm enjoying a I'll be honest, it's an Irish coffee. It's an Irish coffee today.
It would never
Sounds good in the way the doctor gets upset about. You're not wrong. That's exactly what the sort of good it is. You wasn't, how are you? Alright. Chat, I was meant to draw it yesterday, but I didn't stream, so, good luck, everyone. Attack Cat. Where are you, Attack Cat? Where are you? Hopefully you're around. Either way, I'll shoot you a message. Kin City, wow. Wow! Afternoon, City, how are you? You jerk. Why don't I make noise? Now it make noise. Phone. Green Sriracha. What am I doing? Okay, I have to kit. Good. How are you there, boy Josh? How are you? Wow. Those frames per second, chat. Or is it seconds per frame? I think it's seconds per frame right now. Crunchy. The ever-present Twitch alerts that don't come. It's true. Oh, we're good. You tried doing some courier contracts in the Caterpillar earlier. That's a bold choice. Like the courier, like the bulk transport ones? Next slide. Yes. Can someone give me the clicker so I can get, like, click rapidly to get more frames? The SU box ones? The Caterpillar's a bit rough to load. Like, things get stuck under the walkways. Yeah, I've had it happen before. You just get, like, you get in a situation where you just can't load it properly. 20C, where? Who? What?
Be considerate to your fellow travelers. Do not lock doors. Next stop, Pisa Spaceport.
They made it so the doors go all the way down to the ground, but for whatever reason, you don't seem to add half dozen points you can't use this lift. Oh, weird. Can't imagine wearing all that gear in 20-degree heat. What gear? I'm very confused.
Now arriving, Pisa Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
There was a thermometer in the corner that was counting up and hit 20s lit the area. 20 whole degrees? Hot diggity dog. The same temperature as here. And that's perfectly reasonable temperature as long as it's not Kelvin. Meanwhile, apparently, like a whole bunch of states at the moment in the States, the untied states of America, it's like stinking hot apparently. Needs a rail meta track to be in. That'll be good. I mean, they've already got the tech for it, right? They just need to add more stop points on it. Because you look at things like the... what's it called? The... Scorpius has that moving turret. And so does the...
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
C1, I think, has a moving turret as well.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Is it the C1? One of the
Has been to please visit
like
the
smaller cargo ones has one. Hey, Attack Cat, congrats. And thanks for responding quickly.
vehicle selected. Stand by.
Do you know, as a tractor turret that can slide from the top to the back of the ship? Yeah, I thought so.
Please visit us
My
again.
brain is like completely cooked, but it's mostly cooked about names, not features. I don't know why, my brain just doesn't save names. You can do heat, but I need to drink loads of water and I'll sweat it all out. Nice. May I submit iced coffee? Also, like 20 degrees to an Australian is like, winter! You should hear the complaining when I wake up in the morning and it's like 7 Celsius. And everyone's like, oh, it was so cold last night. I could barely sleep. I'm like, Cat, thank you so much for 6 months of tier 1. I really appreciate the heck out of that one, bud. You've subbed for 3 months and you've won 3 giveaways. You're doing well. You'd have a word with the station manager about that, huh?
Welcome.
It said your
to the
injuries are not
ASOP
service
vehicle
related.
retrieval system.
Whatever that means.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Please visit us again.
Out of sight, out of mind. Right, well that went well.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered. Please visit us again.
That's better. Nice calm approach. Right. That was a quick break. I've mentioned it in the past, and I'm not going to say sensitive about, but I'm very aware of it right now, that my lips are completely falling apart thanks to a combination of cold weather and cold sores. And I just put some petroleum jelly on them. Jelly! Where do I put the clip? In the gun. Generally. In the top of the garand and push it down, but be careful when it goes click, because it'll catch your thumb. Ping followed by loud swearing. You're sadly lacking in medium hauling contract ships. I was hoping the cat would work so I could put a contract in each section for easy logistics. That'd be great. I mean, the cat is such an odd vehicle. Like, it really is strange. Before I wander off, that's actually what I was looking at doing, honestly. Just turn off brain, run junk, 91, that should fit. Everest Harbour to Faithful Dream. That's actually not too bad. We'll go run this.
Engines on. Quantum fuel 100%. Launch complete.
Instructions unclear. Richard caught in ceiling fan. And thumb. That was a solid meme for a very long time. Thank you so much for 23 months there, board Josh, you ridiculous person. I appreciate the heck out of it, bud. There we go.
Shields off.
Define work. Technically, yes. Actually, no.
Quantum travel complete.
I wonder when we're going to see the external cargo. Hopefully we see it like during these couple of patch cycles. Like the next couple of months of patch cycles. Because that's going to be an interesting one. The 0G cargo location. Especially with how incredibly frustrated the whole sea owners have been for such a long time now. Help, my battle buddy and I are connected to 2 Maz 36 rifles by the bayonet kit. My kid expects in 2 minutes. You take the bayonet lug, you take the pin, and you push it in until it depresses the small spring. Because remember, the Maz 36 was redesigned after it was discovered that could happen. So there's actually a small pinhole on the bayonet lug, so you can push it in on the one with the bayonet mounted, so to demount the bayonet mount.
Landing gear down.
What?
Engines off.
Step 1, hope you're not using the release version of the gun. Yeah. Yeah. Makes it easier to swap the contracts on your grid, but it's not worth the stress of actually using the Caterpillar. Yeah. that sounds healthy. Come on. Come on. Thank you. If it's like the stories of DARPA versus the Marine Corps in early weapon development. Like, here, we have built this brand new thing that's going to be excellent for your users. Random NCO. I broke it. How? You literally haven't been given it yet. Yeah, I broke it already. Yeah, Cave, it's really good. It's still, like, very exposed, but, like, I'm very downright pleased with it. Except it's blocking my view. Yeah, because the original version of the raft was really neat looking, but I didn't keep it because it was not great when it came to actually, like, being used. What? I thought it was too deep. Is it man too deep? Something buyback as well. Yeah, I've got it on my list, like, of vehicles I wouldn't mind having again, but I've also already got too many cargo ships. I really do have a lot of cargo ships. So, I just bought it with in-game currency. The guy's listening up to the AI surveillance box. Just absolutely, like, dunking on the things. Yeah, it's like we trained a drone to spot enemy engagement, so enemy troops. So they train it. The last day, they're like, okay, need you guys to sneak up on it. Literally, like, walks. So literally, like, holds a blanket over themselves and walks over. Fine. Wears a box. Fine. I think it handled a second row of big boxes. I thought it did, but I haven't done the maths on it. I mean, I'm not complaining too much about this one. Where's a cardboard box while giggling? I think Eli had a great response to that. It's just, he's like, you just know that Marine is just giggling the entire time. It's like, yeah. 632s is very nice, yeah. Because the 96 it had originally, really not great. Really, really not great. After the tractor on the back now, it does. I just couldn't. I just like doing this stuff in person. The raft got a lovely little buff because it's got both the redesigned cargo, but it also in the recent changes with how weapons and, like, pilot controlled weapons are, it actually got control over the top mount guns as well. It's not the amount of cargo, it's the size of the crates. Nobody tell the people who have a new merchant myth. They're going to be so mad. Because loading that thing is going to suck. It's like loading the C2 at the moment. It does fit an awful lot. It just sucks the entire time. You might do some more rafting. I was having a great time FedExing boxes around with the mounted tractor earlier. Yeah, it's good. Like, that's a That's a medium cargo delivery. That's a 91 SCU box run. And there's still a line along here. And along... Can that go one wider? Hang on. It can. That's actually, it fits more than I thought. Uh-oh. Crash? Comfortably do 2 by 4 by 6. I really like having 2 PCs, chat. When everything falls over, I'm okay still. Welcome back, chat. Sorry about the ad. Sorry about the ad breaks. Apparently Farazot's gone live. Thanks for the notification. Yeah. About that. I think it deprioritizes delivering it if you haven't got good click-through on those notifications. If I actually look at my metrics, yay, welcome to Farah's metrics page. This is the stream summary from yesterday. No? Not that one. This one. There we go. That's the last stream I did. 1 follower, 23 maximum views, 99 total viewers, like unique views, 16 average viewers, yada yada, chat messages, average viewers slowly going up, which is good. 1 person clicked the notification that went live out of 908. With 1 person out of 908 notifying, it just means that people just aren't clicking through on it. It's like the amount of people that have my notifications turned on. I've got 6,700 followers because I've been doing this for way too long. Of which 908 have the notifications turned on. Mostly because a lot of them haven't bothered turning it off. Apparently. The fact that 907 people are notified I'm live and don't bother. Fair. First. You don't always get them, or they pop off too fast. That's fair. They're pretty unreliable. And my stream notification in Discord is somewhat more reliable, but still not great. Thanks for the clip. Appreciate it. Love it. You don't turn them off because notifications in general are off on my computer? Nice. You see the notifications and open the stream on my PC? Ah. Do you know? Actually, I don't even know if Twitch does it. I know that some websites are like, we'd like to send you notifications. Can you imagine if Twitch like had a pop-up in whatever browser you're using saying, hey, yada yada started streaming. Can you imagine how quickly you'd turn that off? Like, yeah. Also, some people have notifications that I don't even know whose stream it is. Yeah, that's weird, right? Like, my notification text at the moment is Farah sipping whiskey and Star Citizen. I try to be very clear about what I'm doing. Not, you know, the stream is live. I've had some notifications where it's like, the stream is live. I'm like, cool. Another one that really annoys me is that notifications default to on. Like, if I'm following someone for the first time, I probably don't want notifications on. It just makes your metrics look worse. YouTube does it the right way. YouTube turns it off by default. Guten Morgen, Herr Matt. Wie ist es dir? I haven't made myself an Irish coffee in probably a decade, and that was actually really tasty. Which doesn't bode well for my liver's health. That's a future Farah problem. Yeah, I'm still here. That's actually really good. Like, that's a really nice load. Yeah, the contrast back. It did. It actually does a reasonable job of recovery right now, which is odd to say. Yeah, that's all there. I don't even seem to have lost a cargo item. Again, weird. Please. Is it a rage crypt from the PU? Oh no. Were you doing something silly like trying to engage in the new content? The land of murder hobos?
Systems activating. Systems on.
It was in the middle of unloading like 3 hours worth of salvaging. Server error happened. Half the containers disappeared. No. That's tough, man. That's rough. I understand the pain though. I really do. 1.26 gigameters.
Shields off.
Sorry.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel engaged. Shields off. Quantum travel complete.
Modern. Wait. No, that's Michael 5. That's not where I want to go. Oh, that's an issue, chat. The the UI for the Argo is over the top of my Mobiglass, which is a mood. Let's go. It's doing that in the Vulture as well. Interesting. Sorry about that. You love coming back after an update to check out all the exciting new bugs you've implemented. Hey. Accurate but hurtful, sir. Gosh, it's nice flying the raft after flying the SRV. The SRV is so viciously under-engined when it comes to acceleration and deceleration. It's like it's acting as if it's always towing its maximum weight. And it's frustrating to fly at the moment. But I really like the idea of it. Your hockey to turn off chat. F12. Foxtrot 12. You're so sick of people. Yep. Yup. And yeah, ever since we moved to like 600-person servers, chat has just been a dumpster fire on so many servers. The constant arguing about random things in global chat is aggravating. Yes, it is. So it's a shame you're wrong about everything you've ever done. Ever. According to global chat. And it's even worse because they haven't updated the Mobiglass app for chat. You can't even sorry, I'm trying to work out my player positioning here. You can't even like find the person who's being just a dumpster fire of a human and mute them because you can't scroll there. The raft is funky looking. I like it. It's weird and awful and delightful. It's beautiful, but odd. Yeah, it's very, very, like, forklifty, right? See up the UI for all the 7 minutes. Yeah, it's not doing well right now. Well, that's not the right gun. That's not the right weapon, is it? I thought you could do tractor beam from here, or do you have to run up to the tractor beam station? I think you might have to do. Calamera! Apollonice. not bad. Just never give me anything fragile, chat. If you give me something fragile, it's doomed. I send this thing yeeting like a UPS driver. We can lock you in and snap straight to grid. The beams on the ships should work like the Atlas does. Oh, it's so good. The Atlas tractor beam, when you get it working correctly, is such a delight to use compared to every other tractor beam. I'm absolutely positive that some people have got macros running for this process. Hey, Morbid, how you doing? Having infinite scroll wheel mouse makes it better. Yeah, it's true. My one's one of those ones you can... Actually, it's not at the moment. I used to have one of the ones where you could turn off the clicker on the scroll wheel, but I've actually now got a very different mouse to what I usually had. I've had so many Logitech mice over the years, and before that I had... Sorry. In the middle of there I had Mionix mouse, which... Oh gosh, I love that mouse. I actually still have my Mionix track mouse pad, but yeah, I've now got a Steel Series Rival, which is just a good basic mouse. Works. The best part is that my finger gets tired from all the mouse wheeling. I mean, you could, in theory, set like a throttle, like a HOTAS throttle, as an absolute for the scroll. You just bought a Steel Series mouse. I like it. It works well. Their app is annoying, but the device is good. Yeah. It's good. This app is irksome. The moments is just stupid. I hate it. Sonar again, stupid. I hate it. The aim trainer is a useful tool for people who play that style of game. You can set up your mouse how you want it to be. The only thing that I wish it had, that apparently you can set up some macro stuff to make it work, is like a click and hold to lower my sensitivity. You quite like Sonar? I don't know. I think kind of like with the Astro A 40s and stuff, anytime when a specific piece of hardware gives you a specific benefit in a game, I don't love it. Lower sensitivity, can you get that from my winter lips? Nope. There is only one mode, chapped. Use it to flip between output devices? Okay. It's a useful one, because what I understood of Sonar was it was like, it's like a EQ tool, basically. What bonus did A40s give? So A40s were banned in competitive Halo because they'd allow you to balance in-game audio to chat audio and give you very, very good directional sound. But mostly it was because of that, you know, the little Astro A40s, how they had that little kind of controller that you could control the two volumes on. So you could both hear what you were doing and the idiots in your ears, like your teammates. So they actually got banned in competitive Halo. Because people who didn't have them lost. Of course, this is coming from someone who's currently playing using speakers, so I'm probably not the best person to talk about it. It does EQ too, like using different profiles for games, chat, media, whatever. Interesting. The Augur Orange is just pleasant to look at. I agree. There we go. Did a contract. Good work, me. Where am I? Who am I? Faithful Dream. Green Clade. Faithful Dream to Everest. Sure. Raft is one of those default best skin ships. Yeah, I'd agree. Again, it's just because it's got that, like, to quote the Commodores, because she's a brick house. Yes, Chad, I just made a reference to the Commodores. I'm old. Hydrate. Sorry, no water nearby. Gonna drink whiskey. Love struck on everything. You know what? Actually, there's a we've got IAE coming up soon, right? For the best in show. The Raft isn't a bad choice, honestly. I think the Raft would be a really good unit for best in show now. If it was next, then Ship Showdown. I can't keep up, honestly. Anyways, that's going well. As long as the 600 doesn't get on the list, I'll be happy. Oh no. Yeah, the community, or the people who vote, seem to be very, very, like, committed to making sure that the expensive ones win, right? Like when the F8 won. Asgard Physical Slam Dunk, that's actually very true. Asgard is good. Asgard is good. I really like the Asgard. I think it's a fantastic vehicle for the average person. Because whilst people are like, oh, but it's a vehicle for moving other vehicles. I'm like, no. It's a vehicle for doing lots of everything. C1 was really popular last year. C1 was very popular last year, wasn't it? Fill so many roles. You script in Asgard and you Vulture, it took forever. So many surfaces. You used to have a C1? The C1 was good. It feels, again, it doesn't actually matter. But the issue I often have with the Crusader ships is the perception of wasted space. Because the space doesn't matter, right? It doesn't actually... who cares how much wasted space a ship design has, as long as the space it has is usable. But like... It's quite a wide ship for the amount of space there is inside it. And a part of me kind of hates that. Except the wings are so oversized they couldn't get into some hangars. Yeah, but they redid the hangars. Hangars are much easier to get in and out of with the rework to them. Bonk. Sweet. The trouble in some ships, especially on the Turbulence update. The Turbulence update is odd. From what I understand, some ships are massively overdoing it compared to how they want it to be. Also, if you have proximity assist on, it makes it much worse. So, if you are having big issues with the Turbulence stuff, please make sure you haven't got the proximity assist turned on. It's doing you no favors. Just in general, honestly. Hello. Thank you. But also the amount of complaining about the turbulent stuff is unhinged. You've been crashing much less than the Yeah, it defaults to off now. If you were to delete your user config completely, it actually defaults to off now because they've acknowledged that it's not a good idea. You like the idea, but it just needs to be smoothed out a little bit. Absolutely. I hope they actually can stick with the turbulent stuff. Oh, did you just turn off proximity assist? Uh-oh. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Yep. Your hottest SCT because the hover mode is a good idea. Hover mode was a great idea, implemented poorly. The implementation and the lack of UX sort of clues for it made proximity... So, the lack of UX for it made hover mode awful, but if they were to implement a good version of like a landing assistance UI, it would actually work really well. But the users disagree. Oh, now it's not over the top. Sure. Route. Let's go.
Shields off.
Okay. You can check it pretty easily. If you go across to config, proximity assist, just make sure it's turned off. Yeah, but I spent enough time flying helicopters in Battlefield Vietnam and Desert Combat that hover mode's a great idea to me. It just didn't have like a user experience for it. Armor, you know, I've spent 0 times flying helicopters in Armor. Apparently I should. Apparently it's really good. I was watching Wingling Dragon do it the other day. Last week? Yeah, last week. And it looks like it's a really good sort of simplified flight model. Then again, I've been flying Hueys in DCS, so apparently I like to suffer. Any complaints about flying in armor, I'd ask them if they wanted to fly. Yeah, universally the answer is nope, we're good. You do you. I was a very, very aggressive pilot in Battlefield Vietnam. But I spent almost no time flying like the attack vehicles. It's just like support vehicle incoming. Just yeet myself at the battlefield. Where are you putting me? Over there, you got it, champ. Chat, can someone go ahead and tip like $2,000 for me? I'd love to throw a new GPU and CPU into this rig to get some smoother frame rates. No, I don't really care. Don't. If you did that one, I'd probably just refund it. I'm like, I don't deserve the money. $59 seems to be dropping prices. So the funny thing is, to buy a 5090 in Australia right now, buy a pre-build and pull it out. It's really bad. Like there's Intel 2065 built like units or pre-built PCs. Did I turn off the? No, there we go. There's units with like a the 285 or the 265, whatever the Intel unit is, with a 5090 that are going for less than the cost of a 5090.
Orange fish. How was that?
My padded walls. Hup. Pretty much the same with the AMD 9800X 3D. Man, I'd really like one, but also I don't need one. I've got a 5800X 3D, and it would be really nice to get a 9800X 3D, but I'd rather save the money right now, which is a really sad state of affairs, but yet here we find ourselves. One of my friends was considering buying the Doom limited edition 5070, 5080 or whatever it is, and selling the in-game skin that comes with an eBay to make up some of the cost. Yeah. I actually have somewhere floating around a M24 Chaffee model kit, which was a wargaming partnership. Thank you. And the in-game premium version of that vehicle, which came with the kit, sold for more than the kit did. So people would buy the kit whenever it was available and sell it for more money. Apparently been selling like the Doom skin? Really? Yeesh. I mean, then again, look at the price of a AMD Never Settle Mustang Omega in-game, or the Saber Raven, right? Like, those things on the grey market are worth a fortune. Bonkers. Bonkers. Sorry. You say bonkers, I hear the riff. 9 grand for a Vandal ship? Yeah. Wait, which one's the... No, not the Vandal one. Are you talking about the Saber Raven? Because the Mustang Omega... The Scythe? Why is the Scythe going for so much? You can buy the Scythe. I can buy the Scythe. Actually, I don't know if everyone can buy the Scythe. The white and gold best in ship Eclipse CCUs. Woof. Not the Glaive. The Glaive I could buy for sure. The Scythe I can definitely buy. The Blade, yeah, I don't know what's happening with that thing. The Captured Scythe, yeah. I'm pretty sure I've got one on my buyback list. Somewhere. Have you seen one of the websites with a 40% to 50% markup versus Reddit? Oof. Yeah. But like the other part of me is like, just... They're 4,500. Oh, good news! It's much more unreasonable price. Wait. Oh, chat. If any of you haven't been sold in the raft yet, it comes with a teddy bear. Oh, the teddy bear's missing. Why is my teddy bear missing, chat? Did one of you steal my teddy bear? There's normally a teddy bear there that you can grab. I don't know where it went. Literally, there's normally a teddy bear that sits on the shelf there that you can grab. There's the Asperia one, and then there was a initial pledge one. No, there was 2 different ones. They are in-game identical though. Like they are the same ship in-game. As far as I know anyway. The like lore for them is slightly different. Did I just unload and not send it down? Yeah, I did. Good job, me. Damn. And only the most serious voice possible. Big Booty 420, thanks for the follow. Well done. Anyway, chat, I just got followed by a 9-year-old. Wow. What the? Hang on, I've missed some. I did miss some. Good work, me. Yeah, because to buy the glaive, you needed to finish the Vandal Swarm mode. And then there was something for the scythe as well. Is that better? Yep. Dansky. $107. Ooh, that's a big haul. Just chat. Come on. Ah yes, use the multi-tools HUD to understand it better. Yes, clearly that's what's going to happen here. Come on. They need to add an extra medium-sized contract for the big ships. They can only fit like 40 to SCU of... Hey, what up, Meta? How you doing? Sorry I was gone for a while. My brain bits were broken. And my face bits have been broken as well. There is no active giveaway, sir. It is kaput. There is still no active giveaway. Meta, I see what you're here for. Oh, it is still on my screen. Thank you for telling me. The giveaway is for a smile. Anyway. The Misk Freelancer Max. I think I'll upgrade pass for someone interested in cargo hauling. I think I'm only in junior cargo at the moment. I mean, what this thing is, was 4.5 million to get into it. Yeah, I mean, your starter ship should be like a, you know, the hull A or whatever it is, because that's just a convenient way of moving around a small amount of cargo really easily. Then if you're looking for an interior style vehicle, you know, something like the Freelancer Max would be a really good option, or the Connie Taurus. I don't think the Connie Taurus and the Freelancer Max are actually that different in price in-game. Connie Taurus has the benefit of the drop-down cargo bay, which makes it a bit easier to load for in some instances. Also the fact that to fully load a Freelancer Max, you gotta put them in through those stupid doors. Stupid doors. So the Connie probably has some of the most usable space. Connie Taurus, there we go. 8.0 mil. Yeah, you'd want to pick up a so the Argo raft first, then. Because the raft is 3.5 mil. And the Freelancer Max is 4.2. Dude, don't get a Max, get a raft. Raft holds... What's the... What's the cargo on a Max? I mean, cost of it is 4.2 mil. Hold is 120, apparently. Oh, Starlancer Max? $8.8. And I think it's 300 and something cargo, right? Raft is way easy to load, it's true. 224, okay. You're seeing it somewhere that I'm not. Rat Jack. Yep, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You got the Taurus, the Starlancer. Starlancer is weird because of the walkway down the middle. You've got to load it from, like, the side. You've got to load it from, like, either side. Hey, Lamia, welcome. How you doing? Taurus does all a bit of solo ship. Taurus has got really good, like, ability to defend itself as a solo because you've got decent guns and you've got decent speed and shields. It's just like a very reasonable vehicle. Got a toggle on there now, showing 84SE. Oh, that's cool. Useful. Well, Josh, very useful. Just whatever you do, don't pull up the RSI Zeus Clipper onto that website. It just makes you frustrated. On that note, it just sucks. I really want to love the Zeus. I really want to love the Zeus chat, but the Clipper is so frustrating to load because of that rear ramp. But it's such a nice looking vehicle. The Zeus Clipper is fine until you get to auto load and then not so much. Yeah. Yeah, then that's actually fair. You can chuck like normal size boxes into it. But yeah, if you do an auto load, you end up with it where you just cannot unload it. I think the worst one for auto load is, or at least the worst one that I've got, is the Carrack. If you auto load a Carrack, it's stuck forever. Like so much of if you put really large boxes into a Carrack, it's never coming out again. It's like the cognito hazards from watching pirate software. Those aren't coming out again either. You get two 16 SD crates in there and yep, there forever. But look how straightforward this thing is to load and unload. I really like it again. Which is great because it had such a great possibility when it was first released, which it really just didn't deliver on. And then, yeah, they redid it to this and it's great. Because the initial version was before they moved to fully embrace the beam citizen. All the raft needs is a beefy tower. It's already got a twin 3 on the top. Maybe a military version of it, but a military version wouldn't make sense because you'd want to have defended cargo at that point. Like, your cargo is just hanging out. So it's hard to, like, really argue for a lot of, like, vehicle defense, right? Yeah, which curry board, Josh? We've had 3. Minikyu, thank you for calling Hangar Services. Your call is important to us, but has been placed in a queue. Pyromaniac Potato, thanks for the follow, welcome. Caddy also doesn't have a toilet. One of the variants has one. I guess the medical one has one. Meta. So technically incorrect. I think it's the red that has one where the turret normally is. There's no door in the toilet, but there is one. Still better than the old Cutlass, like the Gen 1 Cutlass, which had the toilets just sitting in the open in the cargo bay. You missed that? Oh no, they were great. They were just hanging out at the back of the back of the open area. Love the traffic. Yeah, those ones. Exactly. You've got a toilet in your prospector, you just live in that. Yep, 100%. The prospector interior is actually really good. Like it really does just give you the basics. I really like the interior on this. I think the Argo raft has one of the nicest, like, livable areas for a 2-person ship. What? Is it open? No. Hello? The mall has a live streaming. Yeah, just the Argo, like, interiors are nice. It's not the most logical vehicle. Like, this thing, it still doesn't have enough stuff to warrant 2 staff for, like, longer cargo hauls. But, like, short runs, it's pretty good. The non-tack Starland is also a nice interior. Prost. You got bounced the first time you tried carrying Laranite from Ariel to Hurston. The poor raft didn't stand a chance. Nope. No, it wouldn't. But I mean, good news. Most of the cargo would have survived because it just falls off.
Landing gear up. Shields off.
gosh, the new like navigation page to set destinations for missions is so good. My favorite part of the raft is the tractor station can't see the cargo grid and the living quarters window, and the living quarters can't see blasted. It's because it didn't get really touched up after they did the rework. The living quarters are okay when you haven't got cargo at seeing, like they've got a pretty good view. The one of the most disconcerting ones though is the SRV, which also has that like backwards viewing living quarter window, except you see your ship being just like dangled everywhere because the tractor beam physics right now are very jank. You look the other way with drinking and flying because it's whiskey. Good. I'll drink to that. I'm sorry for mixing it with cola at the moment, but my lips are cooked, and I tried drinking whiskey without cola, and it, like, the ethanol burnt my lips real bad. It was not fun. Requesting clearance for landing. Yeah, some parts of the raft make a lot of sense. Some parts of it make no sense at all. But as an all-over vehicle with the revisit to give it the cargo grid instead of the 3 clamps, I think it's just a good vehicle now. Gear down.
Landing there, down.
One slightly verschnickered pilot coming in for a landing. We can bless everything. I see lots of trees. I see lots of rocks. We can bless them until we're all verschnickered. G'day, Dreamweb. How's he doing? You feel like you should get back into Star Citizen? I mean, if you feel like playing it, it's in a pretty good state right now. There's definitely bugs. There will always be bugs in this game. It is too big of a scale project to not have them. But on the whole, there's like pretty good playability loops right now. There's lots of new places to go. It's quite a good place. I'm just running cargo and getting... He played a little bit. It's definitely stable. It's pretty good. It crashes occasionally. The in-game performance is not astounding at the moment for every situation, but on the whole, it's been running pretty well. Yeah, not so bad. Dreamweb, enjoying a wee glam. And my brain is definitely working a bit better than it was the last couple of days, which is good. You've been on Elite. Starting to feel a little stale for you. I've never really connected very well with Elite because I played Star Citizen first, and I think one of the things I really like about Star Citizen is you feel like a person, not a ship. Like it feels like it is that sort of, as they say, the first-person universe. But that said, I've spent a moderate amount of time playing Elite. I really like it. It's fun. Also, if you ever get the chance to play Elite with a VR headset, it is so good. Like, it really is amazing with a VR headset. Your buddy begged you to play Elite, but it was too late. Nah, play both. Just play both. Honestly, there's enough downtime between patches from both of them that you can play both 100%. You have an index and sticks. Maybe I should try Elite. Yeah, I would absolutely say have a try of it. Especially if you've got someone who isn't playing their account. It's really good. When you chuck the VR headset on for the first time in Elite, it really puts you in touch with just how big things are in that game, in a way that the game doesn't really make you feel in the past. Like, I don't know, the Python in Elite is a honking, enormous hunk of steel, but it doesn't feel that big until you chuck your headset on and you look around the cockpit and look behind yourself in the cockpit, and it's just honking enormous. There's one thing you loved about Elite, the scale. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, ships in Star Citizen are not massive for the most part compared to Elite. Elite's got like the very physics-minded approach of volume is cheap, weight is expensive in space. Whereas Star Citizen sort of vibes with the sort of bigger is expensive vibe. You and Eagle dog fighting an anaconda with the VR, and that almost made me sick doing loops around the hull. I should fire up Elite again. It's very fun. It's just that last time I went into Elite, it had been too long and I forgot about everything and how I did everything. So I lost my ship twice in a row and ended up quite broke because I'm currently flying a Chieftain? I think it's a Chieftain that I was flying. Really fun vehicle. Do an Elite stream. So meta, I've been umming and ahhing about streaming VR for a while now. But I saw that... So one of the reasons is that I wasn't able to work out how to get good audio, like microphone audio, for it. I tried doing one of those mod mics. It's kind of garbage, honestly. It just didn't work out right for me. But... I just saw that JB Hi-Fi have the Mic Mini on sale, and the Mic Mini has like an 11-hour runtime, and I can just output from that receiver directly into my mixer. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking of doing instead. I'm just grab one of these things. It has 2 mics, so I can just swap them if they run out. And then just wear earphones and stream with that. So I think I might go and pick one of these up tomorrow, honestly. I think I might go pick one of those up tomorrow and then do a VR stream tomorrow, maybe. Chili, how you doing? Good to see you. Chat. You all should check out an amazing friend of the stream. And of me. She's also my artist. It's Chili. Awesome D by D. Very nice. Not to be confused with High School DxD, you horny person, you. What? You dropping Chili streams. Don't worry, Meta. Chili streams when she's really firing off end up running for like 11 hours anyway. She's actually got a new PC coming. Well, she's got the parts. She's just missing the case, I think, still. Hopefully that arrives soon. Hoping a bit of new cat. Ooh! Where am I? Who am I? What do we do? L2 Faithful Dream. Okay. Your parts should be here very nice. Next week, cool, Dreamweb, awesome. I'm definitely feeling like technology is marching on without me at the moment, because a lot of the streamers I interact with regularly are all upgrading to, was it Faithful Dream? It was Faithful Dream? Faithful Dream, it was. Not that way, the other way. Faithful Dream to Everest. Sweet. That'll do. About time your rig's about 5 years old. Nice. Yeah, I've gone through several iterations of computers while streaming. Your PC is officially 2 years and 3 months old. So 2 years and 6 months old. I hope it lasts another 3 years and nothing about a new PC. Yeah, so I'm probably going to pick up a new CPU in the next X3D cycle for the 10,000 or 11,000 series X3Ds. And then once that's done, I'll look at a GPU. Because both my CPU and my GPU are bottlenecking Star Citizen at this point, which is a weird place to be, but here we find ourselves. Your current PC is 6.5 years old with daily use. Yep. And abuse. It's seen some stuff. Chat. It's seen some stuff. Like, remember, chat, Chili's a VTuber. If PCs could talk, they'd be yelling at each other in African junk piles. I'm a very old person. I'm a special flesh tuber. I stream from meat space, like a nerd. Even more of a nerd. He's a standing desk. Nerd. It's the hair. I actually had a very entertaining interaction. I was out at Vivid, which is like a festival in Sydney for getting people out into the city during like autumn, basically. They put up lights on lots of the tourist attractions, and just generally speaking, it's like a chance to try to drag people into the city to, you know, local tourism stuff, right? And it's very successful, honestly. It's very, very successful program. But I went out to support a friend of mine who has a restaurant, and went to her food. So I went to her stand at the festival and had a great time. But I also went and grabbed Jaffles at a different food truck, and I rocked up, and the very bombastic lady who was running the food truck was like, quick, come over here. So goes to one of her workers. She's like, quick, come over here. Get a photo of this guy getting food from here. I'm like, no, I don't. I'm looking for a transaction where I give you money and you give me food. She's like, no, that'll be great. You'll get my 20,000 subscriber Instagram. I'm like, no, it's okay. I don't need it. I'm just looking for food. Where I give you money and you give me food. I said, no. Okay, cool. How about we do this one? You take photo of me, I get free food. And she's like, oh. that was too far, apparently. Apparently people aren't meant to argue back about, being paid for advertising. What cuisine? So it was actually really good. It was Indian style. It was like a Indian hybrid stuff. So they did like jaffles and tacos, but like with naan bread for the taco base, and like really, really, really flavorsome ingredients in them. It was actually really good. Would go again. I've got photos of it somewhere. I think I posted them. I did post them. Naan? Naan. Like that Indian flatbread. The like small Indian flatbread. I've been to a food festival in the longest time. I'm a big fan. Here, I think. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, this was one taco from them. You have a stellar Indian flavor, right? Oh, how good. Yeah, this was their like I think it was called Pratvi tofu, with just like lots of good flavoursome toppings on top of it as a taco. Please note, this was not a grab it and eat it taco. I tried. It didn't work. If it was too cold for you, it wasn't warm, I'll tell you that much. The part that this was in was their fire festival. So there was lots of like gas heaters running around the place to sit down and eat taco. Yeah, there's a reason I've got a fork. Yeah. Ah, yeah, paneer naan taco. There you go. And then this was my friend's food truck. She does Bengali sort of hybrid food. And this was very Australian, but also very not Australian. This is sticky date crumble on a roti with vanilla ice cream and butterscotch sauce. And it was so good. Dad, it was so tasty. And then I went and got beers. Roti is good on its own? Oh, heck yes it is. What is roti? Roti is a Indian flatbread that is like sweet and sticky. Roti, yeah. And then I went and got gyoza afterwards. There's a place in Darling Harbour in Sydney called Harajuku Gyoza Beer Stadium, and they have very reasonably priced, very high quality gyoza, and they also brew like in the building beers, and they're quite good. Do I have a lot of mates in Indian community? So Sydney in general has a lot of Indians. At this rate, Farrah's going to order something to eat. So Farrah already had something to eat today. Farrah on the drive home stopped and grabbed a chip wrap with garlic sauce and chips and like coleslaw and what else? And pickles in it. And it was great. Anyway, moving on from Farrah talks about food for far too long. Good chai, heck yeah. The Thai garlic chive dumplings. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds real good. Oops, wrong button. That button, there we go. I think it's a turnaround one. Up. Gosh, at Harajuku, there's a bunch of them around Australia now. There's some in Gold Coast. There's one in Sydney. They're in Melbourne as well, I think, as well. But like, if you're just looking for like snack food with, if you're looking for just snack food with good like odd beers, I do rate it pretty hard. It's not quite what I'd call like a local beer style. It's more of a Japanese style beer, but they brew them on site, so they're super fresh. And they've got a lot of weird ones too. Some of them are like those cream beers that you get in Japan. They can be excellent. You have Two Birds Brewery locally. Have you heard of them? I haven't heard of Two Birds. I mean, I've dated two birds. Sorry, moving on. Dreamweb. I don't have that level of game, my dude. The only game I have is Star Citizen. Go. Spotswood? Okay. Yeah, I haven't had Two Birds. It hasn't shown up on my radar, so to speak. I also don't drink a lot of beer, honestly. Like, just in general, I don't drink a lot of beer. I'm much more likely to know about, like, weird distilleries. The only, like, classic craft brewery that I know well is Batch Brew Company down in Marrickville. Because they make a... they make like a range of stouts that are just absolutely fantastic. They also had their Celebration Ale, which was like really good as well, and a peanut butter stout. Oh, love a good stout, chat. Because I'm stout. What I mean to say is I'm fat. Oh, waiting in a queue. You went to an extra Euros place in Marrickville? Which one? There's lots of Urandico. Oh, okay. I've driven past it. I should stop. Unfortunately, like, I'm vegetarian. I'm not vegan. You can tell because I don't talk about it all the time. So quite a lot of the gyros places are actually great for me. But I've come across quite a few of them recently who are doing like really good like falafel gyros, or like meat alternative product gyros. So Sydney very briefly had several of the Lord of the Fries. They've still got one, I think. But, what? I pronounced it actually perfectly. No, I just like food and I like languages. Yeah, I haven't had a lamb gyros since you were a teenager, and falafels can be hit and miss. Some are handmade, some are pretty good. Oh, yeah, the ones you get just from like the bulk made ones that they use at kebab shops because they're cheap can be really disappointing. I don't know if it's still the case, but I went to Costco a couple of years ago, and they had Alibaba falafels that were pre-made and just sort of heat them up. And I used to heat them up in the air fryer, and they were just really good. Oh, Chili, you wearing my merch? I'm wearing my merch too. There's someone sent me a message saying I should make my merch available as like underwear. And it's like, the emojis in the laundry asking you, nice. Oh, good, chat. Glad to say it, but my my ship is up there, so let's just quickly unload it. This is normal. Oh, boxes with little quackers on them. Mate, I feel like I should be fighting with Kevin Costner at this point. Like, my raft is that much of a mess. No, I got repositioned when I was landing for some reason better. Don't know why. Don't know why. It's just like positioning you. So I teleported to like inside the station, and the vehicle just stopped where I was. Look, at least I didn't lose all my cargo. So, whatever, right? I look at the answer and go, unknown. No, it's lost. I look up, I'm like, nope, not lost. Found it. It once was lost, but now it's found. Good old fashion space trucking tomorrow. Buy low, sell high. Heck yeah. Just, beware of the pirates. Yo-ho. It's, historically it's been pretty challenging for me to do, buy low, sell high cargo runs on here recently. I haven't really tried recently because, I've had instances in the past where, people are aware of where I am, for mysterious reasons, and pirate me pretty hard. Your overkill power supply just showed up. Nice. But is it an overkill? Because aren't you getting like a 50-90 Dreamweb? Because remember, the peaks on that thing are honking enormous. At the peak current draw. Suspicious knowledge? Yes. Do I want boxes with quackers on them? Chili, I'm going to be honest here and say probably not. I don't really want them. It's been wild. Yar. They'd be so cute. Chili, you need to make your merch and sell your merch. Especially like merch that has very totally not subtle at all AOC connotations. Gosh, I've launched AOC a couple of times recently. And I'm like, I really want to play it, and then I just don't. Most people in Pyro just leave you alone and stand and have to fight people. Yeah, it's accurate actually. It's very true. More penguin merch, yes. I mean, the other side of me, Chili, is like, do what you want, right? I ain't the boss of you. Hey, take care, Matt. Hopefully have a good rest of the day. And thanks for hanging out. I'm glad you somewhat sorted your issue with that proximity assist thing. I am full of weird solutions to things in Star Citizen. I'm playing this wonderful game for 10, 11 years now. Completed! Good news, everybody.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your insurance claim has been sent.
No, I wanted...
Please visit us again.
Let's go. When the cargo runs? Thank you. I appreciate that. It's funny in Pyro watching the like two types of people, right? Those who choose violence every single time and those who assume you're about to choose violence and who just don't want to be involved. I actually haven't spent that much time in Pyro since it launched. I'm not really all about that sort of lawless space stuff. But I also acknowledge that some of the content in there is really good. Like the new Storm stuff. Hello there! I hope you're having a nice drink. You look positively refreshed. Sorry, Jade. Gotta always tap the old in-game chat. Burrito! Listening to your opposition leader today, she tries so hard to be one of the hard yakka types that I made the literary. I will be honest, I haven't heard her speak yet. Sorry. For those not aware, Australia had an election fairly recently. The leader of both of the major right-leaning parties, I'm going to say, lost their seats. So there's new leaders for both of them, and
because it's a different poll. It's an official fork of it.
No, it's an official spoon of it.
It is a complete fork of it. It's a different fork of it, but it literally runs. From everything I'm looked at, it runs twice as better.
Ah, twice as better. That sounds like an official knife of it, not a fork of it. Maybe it's a spoon of it.
Not gonna lie, Star Citizen is running really well right now for no reason. This is a little freaky.
It's the spoons, man. The spoons. Spoon. Some people don't know they've got it running on voice activation. Sorry. No appropriate item, but I have an appropriate item. It's a piece of rubbish. Sorted.
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval
Any
system.
maintenance tomorrow for Star Citizen?
Please visit us again.
I know that there's a War Thunder maintenance tomorrow. How are they pushing Winter Boot 1 with the resource drive event to Wave 2? Interesting. Chat, give me 1 second. I'm just going to go deal with my stupid lips again. I'm so tired. So tired of it. Right. Sorry about that. You okay, bud?
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Chapstick regime. I'm very chapped. So chapped right now. You got a microtech? Nice. You must be no, Borges, I'm just running a loop that's running near Everest. It prioritizes one near you, like your first mission. Your first mission will always be from nearby to where you start, because they are instance based on current location. Thursday, June 26, 2025. Maintenance window starting from 11 a.m. Referral program really. Oh no. Well, the internet's about to catch on fire with that one. Yeah, so the problem that I have right now is I'm not actually putting chapstick on, I'm just putting petroleum jelly on, like Vaseline on them, because I've got really bad cold sores, and if I put chapstick on them, they, it like knocks off the scabbing, which means it just forms new scabs afterwards. It's gross, I'm sorry. I hate it. Yeah, so whilst I've got chapstick, they're all going in the bin anyway, because I've got a breakout of cold sores anyway. So all of my chapsticks and everything gets yeeted into the bin. Actually, I did it just then for that one. To Vaseline with him? Yes, Vaseline. Yeah, lube. The redeem. Lube up. And without context, it's like... Why am I built this way, chat? And by this way, I mean badly. Clearly. Dry suit, yeah. Yep, water-based lubricant. Just like what they use at Domino's Pizza and Pizza Hut. The water-based lubricant. Do we try any antivirals? Yes! The one which I've got, called Virus Solve, I think, works okay as a topical numbing agent, and I'm assuming it's working okay from the antiviral standpoint, but it causes the scabbing to fall off, slide off, so it doesn't work for that. And the antiviral tablets apparently are only effective if you take them before the blistering forms, apparently. Also, they're not actually widely available in Australia, from what I can see. But yeah, the antiviral topical ointments, the one which I've got, very annoying. Seems to work okay, but then it just has to re-scab because they just come off, slide off. It's really awkward. Eric used to go and got herpes simplex. At least have a cool story about it. It can be from something stupid like sharing a glass or not washing towels properly. As they say, I kissed a girl and I liked it. The taste of her cherry chapstick. And herpes simplex. Come on!
Please visit us
Where
again.
I'm thinking about
Goodbye.
Everest. Okay. Contracts. Offers. appalling. Medium cargo hold? Everest. Sweet. First try.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your
So
insurance
close.
claims has been sent.
More whiskey! Apparently in Australia it's almost 80%. Globally it's about 60%, but apparently in Australia it's almost 80%. Because we're a little bit freaky. I mean, that's not the only reason.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
Yeah, apparently Australians love to snog. Just shows we're friendly.
Vehicle- your
And
vehicle
every
has
year,
been
on the 31st of December, we celebrate the greatest day of sharing herpes simplex. Come on. Hello. Pitter patter, let's get out of there. I've made a mistake, chat. Let's turn that ship around. And my life. But mostly the ship. Gotta get my ship together. Let's go. The raft is dead. Long live the raft.
Systems activated. Systems
Okay.
landing.
Not what I wanted. That one. Thank you.
Complete.
back a bit. That way. Nope. That way. Thank you. Good enough. That'll do. First, you don't succeed, redefine success, right, chat? Ginger's brother, it's best not to think about it. Or kiss an Australian. Not so bad, Desperado. How you doing today, bud? Get over here. Sure, yeah, good to hear, bud. Bonk. Nope, that's not right. That's right. There we go. Ah. Oh, no, that's not right. Further away. Thank you. Everything ready for tomorrow? Oh dear, what's happening tomorrow? We had a break in the weather for work this morning, but it closed in the of midnight as we raised freezing ever since. Ugh. Yup, that sounds like Sydney at the moment. Chili cook-off? Why would you cook the chili? She's nice. We have a business opening Thursday or Friday, depending on how things go on the month. Oh, okay. Hopefully it goes well, bud. May you leverage your fiduciary well. Did that just grab the whole container? That was weird. I am a dichotomy, where I am both willing to complain bitterly about the term fiduciary duty and how it's ruined so much of life, but also I sell merch and stream on Twitch, which is a Bezos product. The man who pays so little tax but still, like, hires out half of Venice for his wedding. It did it again. Okay, I've grabbed the entirety of the elevator. Get over here. Come on. That's fun. Italy cancelled that? Oh! The people revolted? Good. They should have let him come and greeted him with a fresh from Temu why brain worked badly? Good. Come on, brain, you can do it. I believe in you. Guillotine, yes. A fresh from Temu guillotine. Oh, the teddy bear's back. Hey, buddy. You're the bestest, Betty. Yeah, chat. Reason to get the raft. It comes with the teddy bear. Just saying. It comes with the teddy bear. Part of the equipment. That sort of thing should be made. Ah, yes. buy your guillotines locally. It's important to find local, free-range guillotines. Yeah, make sure to test it on a local oligarch before importing one. Local free-range teddy bears. They're not allowed to be marketed as guillotines in the EU. They are made in French. Unless it's from the guillotine region of France. Otherwise, it's just open market beheader. Beheader. Let's go! Gotta go fast. So fast. It's close to the Champagne region. Save on shipping. Put them in the same container. I'll get a container which has 3 guillotines and a whole bunch of champagne. Oh, it's beheading flavored execution device. I mean, unless it's one of the scaled down ones like they use in Robin Hood Men in Tights. Like, good news! You're finally going to contribute to the economy. Wait, what? We've sold so much champagne today. Requested clearance for landing, just waiting for it, chat. Sorry, chat. Slightly inebriated Farah is currently remembering how frustrated he was when I found out that sorry, I'm mixing my first and third persons here. These giant companies are saying, like, we're thinking about moving to your region. If you give us enough tax breaks, we'll move to your region so we can not contribute at all to the local economy except in wages. And even then we'll try to avoid them. Burn them all. Bonk. Yeah, they all do it. It's not unique to one of these giant companies. They're just performing their fiduciary duty to their investors. How do I stuff that up? Whatever. Subsequently, got a hard time navigating Australian roads due to the lack of painted lines. The government will need to rectify this before companies can use them in Australia. Yep. Also, none of them have authorization here yet. There's been a couple of people prosecuted for using self-driving cars. Not many though. And they were having to use some like distracted driving legislation for not being attentive and operating the vehicle. It's weird. You read that full self-driving is coming next year to Australia? It's going to fail so badly. I'm sorry, the fact that Teslas don't use accurate like depth detection devices, aka LiDAR, just I cannot grapple with it in my brain. The willingness to sacrifice safety for lower manufacturing costs, just I don't fathom it, Chad. Like how morally bankrupt you have to be to choose to increase profits by not using a extremely safe, well-proven technology to accurately determine where objects are around the sensor, and instead are like, well, if we can drive with 2 eyes, then so can cars. Like an absolute degenerate. Pinto? Oh, the Pinto was another famous case of profit before safety. The original Pinto pitch, for those not aware, by the way, Pintos, if you had a rear end collision in a Pinto that was above a certain speed, and it wasn't a very high speed, it was like 15 miles an hour, there was a high likelihood of a gas tank rupture and fire because of where the gas tank was mounted and how it was mounted and what it was made from. But the original design of the Pinto included a fuel bladder, which would have completely resolved that issue and avoided it being a thing at all. However, it was going to be expensive to include, so they didn't. And instead they made a vehicle that is somehow even less safe than a Chevrolet. What was that? The Chevy rear engine thing? What was the name of that one? Not the Chevette. What's the name of that one? Corvair. There we go. Sorry, I had to dig that one out. And the Chevy Corvair, which had a piece done on it called Unsafe at Any Speed because of how its rear-enginedness made it a unpredictable drive. Let's go with that. Ford priced the issue and it would cost cents to rectify the issue, but it was too expensive, so they just let the people. Yeah, it sucks. I hate that. Like I understand the like trauma maths that you have to do as like a emergency room physician. That makes sense. It's like this person is not going to survive even if they get to a doctor immediately. This person will, if they see someone quickly, this person will survive for at least 2 hours without seeing a doctor. That's maths I can understand, but not spending the money to save lives because it would make you slightly more money than spending the money just boggles my mind. I don't understand it. It doesn't comprehend to my brain cage. Like the hunk of muscle that's piloting this bone-armored meat suit I cannot comprehend it. We got them in trouble. They knew it was an issue and they pressed to fix it. Yep. Yep. Where am I? I'm at Faithful Dream. Contracts. Birds. Falling. Medium. Direct. Medium direct. Nope. Faithful Dream to Everest. Sweet. Just out here hauling boxes, little boxes. Every box has a home. If there's 10 blood transfusions out giving diseases. Wait, really, Heafish? I haven't heard of that one. Thanks, I hate it. Your claw scratched my back and I have no idea where it is. Metaphysical, corner of a door, my dude. Corner of a door. Just go be like that bear on a tree and just be like, ah, oh yeah. Why am I like this? US company who's collecting something. What? Really? The corner of a door, much relief. I have misused door frames many a time in my life. I should probably rephrase that. It was then used in medical treatment. Cool. Thanks. I hate it. Travel safely, Sandgroper. Lift and be uplifted. Remember, you just need to sit there and listen to Workers United from the Warframe soundtrack. Yeah? That's the song to lift to, right?
Sons and daughters, I, the heart of who we
Anyway. Heafish, thanks. I hate it. The rousing drinking song. That song is from Warframe, and it's great. It's really good. It's also really sad when you realize the situation that the workers there are in. Anyway, Nefanya needs to go burn in a hole, but still, I digress. You lifted your laws on who can donate blood recently? Oh, interesting. Skidoo. Like, I've donated blood a whole... Oh, actually, I donate plasma, not blood. Because they don't actually want my blood. Hey, what up, Red Snare? How you doing today, bud? Good of you to join us. Hello. Let me out. We're out here hauling aft and talking trash. Let's go with that. Skidoo. Let's go. Hi, my name's Coca Bob, and I like to haul stuff. I got my ship from Mosquito's Scales. I had to tell Scooter sent me. You can't do needles so everyone is safe in your blood? Well, probably, but also not. I haven't had to do it a lot of times over the years, but I have treated quite a few contusions, lacerations, and general owies over the years. Worst one I've ever had to help treat was a compound fracture at a sports ball game. That sucked. I was very, very pleased that I actually knew how to treat those. Got me going up there. Right. Billy Bob, space trucker. I got my ship used from Scooter. He told me it had a full warranty. And when I went back to him with a problem, he said, "What's the warranty?" You are now Ozempic. Oh, you're on Ozempic. Okay. Hopefully it treats you well. You don't get any of the other side effects, apart from the fact that weight loss is a side effect of Ozempic. Wild. Also the fact that the whole process of when they discovered Ozempic was hilarious. It would have been defunded if it was trying to be done now.
Shields on.
Requesting clearance for landing. Beep boop, beep boop, boop. Other side. Mother trucker. Gosh, I remember that song was just everywhere. Ugh. Hey-yo. Skidoop. the heck? What? Hang on. It's a flying whole sea. I nearly said Willy. Why did I say Willy? Willy's Jeep. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Oh, now it's open again. Oh, that'll do. Bump it back a little bit.
Engines off.
Presumably weight loss seems to be contentious to most people who put the weight back on after stopping it. Now, I'm not a dietitian or an expert in the subject. But my understanding is it's just a very useful tool when combined with a dietary change and portion control. Unfortunately, it is, I think, prescribed and or purchased in some instances by people who think it's a magical solution to weight gain, which it's not. If you go back about 30 years, there was a massive run where gastric banding was the magical solution to weight gain. Except it wasn't. Because of course it isn't, in hindsight. Hopefully, the people who are utilizing it are understanding that it is a tool to help you achieve the goals that you have if you are of an appropriate body chemistry for it. Of course, hopefully in reality are very rarely similar. Crash the desktop again. Gastric banding sounds like a grindcore band. I'm suddenly imagining Scott Pilgrim versus the World. The sort of band introduction. Hi, we are Gastric Banding. We're here to make you feel sad and fat. There's an Aussie streamer who got a gastric bypass and said it was a waste of money because he still had developmental strength to eat less. Yeah, that's the thing. Your gastric banding helped you lose 70 kilos. 10 years later, I'm morbidly obese again. Yay. Yeah. Everyone's got a different journey on weight loss. My journey was, I was not morbidly obese, but I was heavier than I wanted to be. I didn't have the body shape I wanted. My solution to it is the solution I recommend to most people, which is quite simply to reduce your daily caloric input to be less than someone at your body weight burns in a day, and just maintain that process. Now you can also augment that with some exercise, but exercise does not replace a calorie deficit for weight loss. But like I said, everyone's got a different journey for it, right? It's a very personal journey. It's genuinely hard to do in general. I worked through a combination of portion control and just bloody mindedness. I'm incredibly stubborn as a person, so when I made the decision that I was only going to eat a specific diet regimen, I just stuck to it. And it worked really well, and I got down to the weight that I was originally aiming for. I got down to just on 100 kilos. I got down to like 98 kilos. I'm currently sitting at about 102-ish. Somewhere in that ballpark. I'd love to get myself down to about 94. And I am still not eating excessively, but I'm not losing weight right now because I'm not currently running a calorie deficit with my current diet. You're screwed. Your thyroid is badly underperforming, and the meds you're on increase your appetite. And when I do go for caloric restriction, my body slows down to adjust. Hopefully you've got a good GP or dietitian who can help you with that, because there are solutions to it. They just kind of suck, candidly. And one of the solutions that worked for someone I know who has a thyroid output problem was a combination of supplements to bring the chemical, like the internal body chemicals, back to a normal situation. And then also they were on high, I don't know what the terming of it. What are they? It's high residue to foods. I think it's the actual term for it. Basically, food that your body didn't process completely. So you like high fiber stuff, so that you felt like you were eating a lot, even though it wasn't that caloric. Just to suppress the I'm always hungry feeling. That's why you see the bariatric surgeon. Ah, very good. Metabolism yes. Adjusting to less food, older ages. I think it's a little bit of both, honestly, Dreamweb. I think simplifying it as saying it's a myth is disingenuous. Everyone's body is different. The body definitely changes how it processes the food that it gets, depending on the situation it's in. I'm just really happy that not all the buzzwords are revolving around ketosis right now. Ketosis is a somewhat proven state. There's definitely studies on both sides of that one. But watching these people who are saying that they're, making healthy life choices by going to this massively high fat and high protein diet, it's like your body is struggling with that, my dudes. Really, it is. So, I guess the more complete answer I can give here is, work with a GP. Like a family doctor or a bariatric surgeon or whoever you've got, to find a solution that works for you. If you've got I'm not going to say neurotypical, but biochemically typical body, a caloric deficit is probably going to be a really good solution for you. And understand your goals is the other thing that really worked for me. Like I said to myself, I initially have a body weight goal, purely body weight. And then once I hit my body weight goal, I set myself a body shape goal, which was like a band size for my pants, honestly. I went down from a 45 to a 38 on a pant size. And my 38 was my goal. That's a good size for me. But like I said, everyone's got different goals. OptiFast, which is what the specialist recommended, is what I used by replacing 2 meals a day with the shakes. I did it for 6 weeks, lost nothing, walking 5Ks. So it's also worth pointing out that weight loss, when done healthily, is very slow. And it can take quite a long time for the weight to start coming off. This is quite normal. There's also something that everyone calls the toilet paper roll theory, or the paper roll theory, where you won't see much external difference from the initial weight that you lose. Part of it is because your body, if you're combining dieting with exercise, you actually can, in some circumstances, put on weight despite doing the right thing, because muscle mass is heavier per like space by volume than fat. So if you're exercising as well to get rid of the weight, you actually put on muscle mass, and then you start shedding your fat at the same time. So your body shape will change, but your weight may not initially. Again, not a medical professional, just someone who's gone through similar stuff. The first time I did, you lost a stack of weight. Yeah. Unfortunately, part of the process for weight loss is making sure that you're maintaining a happy micronutrient and body chemistry level, which is really hard to do if your body is not biochemically typical. I'm very, very lucky in that mine is mostly biochemically typical. Mostly. I'm still weird, just easily managed weird. Anyway, cheers. You have an appointment on Monday to see how I'm going with the Ozempic. Man, it's a personal journey. If you feel like sharing, I'm happy to listen. If you're, if it's a journey that you're sort of going through with yourself, keep it to yourself. It's entirely up to you, bud. Have you posted transformation? I think so, Dreamweb. It's fine. So you'll have to excuse my Australian language here. But there's no other real way to say this. Do you know what FINE stands for, Metaphysical? Do you know what FINE stands for? Fucking insecure, neurotic, and emotional. That's what FINE stands for. It's something that people globally acknowledge, but, they don't necessarily say it out loud. So hopefully you're great, not fine. Then again, all of us are. Let's be honest here. I'm okay. Big Kev thumbs up. I'm a very odd person, Chad.
Engines on.
Your boss has a poster on her wall saying what a woman means when she says she's fine. It's all of us. I don't think what a woman says things is true. I think all of the genders around that people have nowadays are. We're all struggling. Like, it's just life sucks sometimes. But people often don't want to talk about it, which is understandable, right? I mean, I'm taking 2 days off streaming very recently because the world's on fire, and it's not treating me well mentally. Come on. Thank you. You're also very sour mood. It's exhausting. I'm sitting here watching, like, very being very grateful that I'm watching from a substantial distance from all of the things that are happening right now, but it's just tiring. I saw a meme come across my virtual desk the other day. That was... Hang on, where was the phrasing on this one? Dreamer just got your photos. Heck yeah, bud. Heck yeah. Get some. Came across my virtual desk the other day. Today, actually. Where was it? Are millennials so left-leaning because every single formative event in their lives has been caused by a disaster directly caused by billionaire greed and American imperialism? No, it's the video games. There we go, chat. Let's put up this fine piece of memery. Yeah, anyway, hold them accountable. Moving on. You're a bunny snag? Huh. Situation normal, all good. Sensitive, new age guy.
Shields on.
Sorry, chat. My stubble beard is very disconcerting at the moment. I've been trying to give my skin a chance to rest, and it's led to hobo beard mode. I don't have that that type of beard growth that people have who have that stubble beard going all the time, where they've got that sort of 2-day beard. That ain't me. Me, it just looked like I didn't stand close enough to the weed eater. Is that a Connie? Get old Connie.
Landing gear down.
It's because you listened to Depeche Mode in the 1980s. We're good. Yeah, well, I listen to too much Duran, so you won't get too much of a judgment. Yeah. Let's go. You draw the line at Wild Boys? Oh, there's a line? Huh, that's new. Did I just... Space! I'm very wanted right now, aren't I? Yeah. I think I accidentally murked a security officer. So, this is going well. Yep, I murked a Seki. Which Seki do I... Oh, that one? And that one, and that one. Yeah, nice! No, this stream's ending it with me in jail chat, just like most streams end up, apparently. Those are holy noises. Pew pew! Pew 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 pew. You remember when Duran Duran released that? Everybody's trying to kill me. Anyway, stop the Hurston workers. They suck. Anyway. You're fine. You're not fine. Whoa, buddy. Kill them all. Is it the strange as the cold? The walls came down. The walls came down was great. Especially when you understand the context of the time it was released. Oh no, I might be fined for trespassing. Whatever shall I do? Anyway. Yeah, you don't deserve anything, but you're fine. Sekis will reach in. Let's collect skulls. Rip. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, that thing's dead. They gave this thing really limited ammo. Interesting. Yeah, I don't really have a way off this dirt ball, chat. I think I might just have to embrace the criminalness. Am I gonna play Death Stranding 2? No. Honestly. I haven't really enjoyed a Hideo Kojima game in a very long time. I think the last one I really enjoyed was Metal Gear Solid 3. Because I'm old. That was, like, candidly, that was the last one I really enjoyed. I tried playing the original Death Stranding, and whilst the story was interesting, I'm not really there for stories that are just so hecking depressing. Like, it's not what I'm there for. Like, I'm looking for fun, uplifting games, not being sad and stuff. It's convoluted for convoluted's sake, and I couldn't enjoy it. Yeah, I mean, I saw the trailer for the new ones. I'm just like, okay, your spaceship is now a head for a goop monster. If I want to fight goop monsters, I'll go play The Secret World. It's much more interesting. Played the heck out of Half-Life back in the day. Heck yeah. This is the way. Yeah. Just take my dirt nap, chat. Go back to Crime Town. So at least it counts down the new cabbage? I don't believe you.
I just turned 19 for the 16th time, posing with bottles of the finest wine.
And if it's Brentwood Care Center, I'll go pay my fines and then go over and hack something. Hack the planet! I doubt it's Brentwood Care Center. Probably going to be... Oh, it is. That's surprising. With 0 crime. Apparently murking Hurston officers does nothing. Hey, what crime? Apparently New Cabbage is fine with me murking a whole bunch of them. Apparently. Or it was non-monitored space. Actually, that's probably what was happening. Someone had probably just done the monitoring satellite out. It's the only reason I can think of that I don't have a crime stat for that just absolute murder hobo-ness that I just did. Micro cabbage? Sure. Let's go with that. Fines and citations here. Self-service terminals. Does I has any fines? Nope. Everything's fine? Pun intended. Own your puns, chat. Don't be a coward. Don't say no pun intended. Claim it. Be one with it. Just don't murder anyone we've paid for. Just don't murk anyone we paid up front. Only post-paid contract.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers. Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers. The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily. Careful, doors are now closed.
Did I made a very poor life choice? That's like 2/3 whiskey because I didn't stop pouring when I got distracted. That's a lot of whiskey. Kind of tasty though. Get a larger glass. Instructions unclear. Oh no, I'm out of cola. I poured the last third in there. It's gonna be fine. Kind of tasty. Very strong. Don't care. Don't care.
Nearing next stop.
Excuse me. I wonder when they're going to fix this issue, by the way, chat. How the skin tone is only applied from the neck up. Like, when you do a player customization, it only applies to like the skin tone to the neck, to the like the neck and up. Because it's just weird when you see it. Especially when someone's like, you know, LARPing around. Well, not LARPing, but like role-playing around with like a t-shirt on rather than always being in armor and spacesuit. Like this idiot. You know, wearing a dress shirt is fine. Yeah. No white collar crimes, any blue collar crimes apparently. Or Josh. Oh no. I'm going to hell. When I rebuild my beard, I need to make a new avatar to keep up. Like, candidly, I'm quite enjoying not having a beard. I only grew my beard out because I was way chubbier than I wanted to be at the time. And it did a really good job of hiding that second chin that I didn't like having. So this year when I regained some of my body confidence, pruning the old face mop, the old chin heater, and removing my tea strainer, my lip sweater, was actually really good for me. Unfortunately, it appears to have caused my cold sores to flare up because they seem to be triggered by the sun, which is not something I see a lot of, but apparently I see just enough. And my bristle baton was providing ample shade to my lips previously. You know, about 4 months length, not wrong about the mop. I was talking in Butcher's channel a little while ago and using a whole bunch of different slang terms for mustaches, and he didn't get any of them, and I was like, oh, come on, don't make me feel this old. You can't grow beards, the itch factor is 11 no matter what I try. Everyone's got different bodies, right? Everyone's got different bodies. I had a really rough time when I was first growing the beard. It was like super itchy, and then I got given the advice of like either use like a beard care product, like an oil, or just condition it every day. Like shampoo and conditioner it. That's what worked for me. I just use conditioner. I can't believe you didn't know bristle baton or lip sweater. I feel like lip sweater is obvious, right?
Your insurance claim has been sent. Your vehicle has been placed.
Soup strainer? Yeah, I call mine a tea strainer. That's a common one. The Flavor Saver, also a solid choice. It's very similar, Dreamer. It's very similar. Not quite the same, but very similar, like structure. Though I guess by definition is pubescent hair, so technically true, if not a comfortable fact. Gosh, my body is falling apart at the moment, chat. I was actually talking to a co-worker a couple of weeks back, and I referred to their beard as the all-day flavor saver, and they were laughing so hard they just walked off. Apparently talking to me in person can get very challenging. Because I just don't care for the vast majority of it. Remember reading the BFG, the beer joke? Oh, so good. Roald Dahl was a real word wizard. I really did. I feel like I grew up a lot reading Roald Dahl, and then I sort of moved on to Terry Pratchett. And I really do think that explains quite a lot about my personality when it comes to being a sassy person. Willingness to call a spade a spade. You'd love the Discord games. I've never played the games. I read every book he wrote, but I never played the games. So with Monty Python, excellent. Douglas Adams, excellent as well. You know, I haven't read all of the Douglas Adams books. I really should. But the last time I made a concerted effort to read through like an author I hold in high regard, it was Frank Herbert, and I realized that man is just a loose cannon. It's just like you get past Good Emperor of Doom, it's just like, what? What? And that kind of derailed my intent to read through all of the the authors I hold in high regard, because I got through a whole bunch of the Dune series. You're just like, huh. Anyway, apparently we found Frank Herbert's kink folder. Whew. Hunter S. Thompson. Unhinged stuff. So good. Properly unhinged. So much stuff from that sort of era as well was just like wild stuff. But then you had the other ones like Ender's Game. Why am I meant to making the author? Why am I meant to blanking on the author of Ender's Game? I've got them somewhere nearby. You know, I'm looking around. The only book I see is a Clive Cussler. It doesn't say anything good about me. Astrophanes, for the uninitiated. He was a godfather of comedy. Oh, okay. I can't say that's an author I've come across. Which is surprising. I actually worked at a bookstore for several years. I would still be working at a bookshop if it didn't implode. I really enjoyed that job. A lot of work, but I enjoyed it. Introducing people to all sorts of rubbish. Though, I also did say some incredibly incorrect things to people about books in the past because I'd read so many they're all blurred together, okay? Let's just say don't come to me and ask for like a description of the story of Annie, for example. Yeah, this is the one which doesn't fit, right? Yeah, doesn't fit. Ball. Orb. What's a typical bookstore customer? So I worked at a bookshop in a affluent residential region. Heck, you know what I'm talking about. I worked in Castle Hill. And I had people who either knew what they were looking for something just like of their genre that they were looking at, or that were looking for book club books. Heck knows I got asked about book club books a lot. I actually had like a list for all of my co-workers for like what book club books we'd been recommending at the time, because these people would look for, you know, a book to recommend to their group without doing any research themselves. So we were constantly having to like hunt around for thought-provoking fiction for the most part, because that was sort of what the criteria was for all of these book clubs. And it was just weird, because they all wanted to sort of like one-up each other for what book they were recommending and how it was very topical and interesting and varied, yada yada. Meanwhile, they also didn't want to do any research themselves. Wild. I used to go to bookshop cafe, secondhand books. Secondhand bookshops are the best. Oh, I love them. Secondhand bookshop with a cafe built into it. Heck yeah, I'm here for that. That is mostly liquor. Liquor, I hardly know her. I really feel like there should be markings on this thing saying which way's forward. I know that way's forward, but there should be markings. Anyway. Hello. Eat me. Gosh, now I really want to head into the city and go to like a bookshop cafe. I don't even know if there's any left. There used to be a bunch. All the ones I can think of that I used to go into are closed. I can still go to Books Kinnikunyu in the city. That's always worth going to. And there's a Japanese restaurant upstairs from there, which is really good. Counterpoint, I could just stay in bed and read a book. A compelling argument, if I must say. Ace of Aces? Oh, yes! Okay. Yes, I know that book. Sorry, my brain's like, and very slowly past the data. I really like the little bunk rooms in here. I think they're like a good combination of form and function. I can imagine that, you know, long-term habitation with only one bunkmate and your own, and like a private bathroom is really good, especially if you're on staggered shifts, right? I mean, sure, it would be nice to have 2 seats rather than 1, but whatever. Thank you. Berkelo at Leichhardt. Oh yeah, Berkelo Books. Yeah. I know that one. The problem is, I'll go to Leichhardt and I'll spend $30 on food. Because that's what happens every time I end up near Leichhardt. Every time. Captain's quarters in this ship are actually really good. I like the gun rack here. Is your Italian coffee shop in the corner of Parramatta Road and that street on Leichhardt? Yeah, I know the name. I know the one you're talking about. Family owned, so friendly. Nice. I actually, when I was working for an events company, we had a semi-permanent install of a circus tent. Not a circus tent, but like a cloth tent that was put into the Italian Quarter in Leichhardt. You know that sort of amphitheater area? It was a semi-permanent install there, and there was a series of like dinner and show sort of entertainments that they ran, and it was a really, really good vibe. But every single time I did a shift there, I spent like $20-30 on food. Italian Forum is ghost town now. That sucks. It's a really lovely like space. These are the best greengrocer Italian small goods stores. Ah. But yeah, the Italian Forum was really good vibe. We had a really fun show that we did there. It just never really took off, unfortunately. And the promoter went out of business shortly after. It was a great show. It was a really fun show. There was small, like, fun, intimate, sort of small table dining with fun entertainers. This is a fun bug that's been around for a while. When you are third person able to see your own character, your character doesn't have a head. The game only renders your head for you when you're using a third-person camera. If you're looking at yourself, like your character, from a external view, without being like an external camera view of your character directly, it doesn't render your head at all. It renders your armor and weapons, but it does not render your head because the game's viewports work differently. Wild. Also, apparently my head's still moving even when I'm in this character. Like my my body still does the motion tracking. Wah, 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 wah. Armor does something similar, do they? I don't know. I'm not the right person to talk about that sort of stuff. I just know the weird stuff I've found in this game over the years. But yeah, my character is currently doesn't have a head. We've got a third person that renders the head. Head's gone again. I like the Polaris, I just don't use it very much because I very rarely have enough people. Like the Polaris makes a lot of sense when you have about 4 to 6 people, but 1 or 2 doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know. I like having it, I'll probably keep it. Just because it's nice to have something weird like that, but I don't use it much. Sucks. I need to be a more social butterfly. Have more people playing with me all the time. Bye. Travel safe. Have you flown the Asgard much? When I had it as a giveaway vehicle, I did. It's really good. I really like it. I describe it kind of like a big Cutlass Black. It has a very similar vibe. So the 2 people maximum, able to do a bunch of different roles, just bigger and better than the Cutlass Black. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. I haven't pledged towards one. I probably should have, honestly. But also, that's probably just more whiskey speaking, because I've already spent enough money on the game. Good comparison? Yeah, I really do treat it as like a big Cutlass Black. Just like a logical progression from it. But like the other part of me says 350 buckaronis. That's a lot of macaronis. Especially with that being about 540 Australian dollar dues right now. Like that's hard to take, honestly. That's a quarter of a top of the line graphics card at the moment. I can't legitimize that. Then again, the other side of me says I've got way too many ships already. So just get rid of some of them and use them as credit towards something else. I don't know. Chat. pick up in Game Crop? Yeah, I reckon. I really do. Because I'm already going to have like the much bigger version, which is the Drake Ironclad. And I've got the smaller version, which is the Cutlass Black. So I don't really feel like I need a Asgard, but it is a ship I'm happy to recommend to people, especially as an in-game purchase, because I feel like it does fulfill a wide variety of roles and is fun and it's gorgeous looking. It's well designed. I like it. I really do like it. I don't really feel like throwing $350 at it right now. Either way, chat, that's me done. Thank you for hanging. I appreciate the company. I'm going to somehow get through the last of this. I don't know how that's going to go. Probably poorly, if I'm honest here. But I really appreciate the company. I hope you all had a good time. I should be back on tomorrow. I just don't know exactly when. I'd love to say I do know when, but I need to go to Samsung to lodge my phone for service again, because that saga's ongoing. Meanwhile, I'm going to send you all over to Chachi, who's playing some VR Citizen. Hopefully enjoy the content. Take care of yourselves. Love your faces. I'll see you on the flip side. For those watching on YouTube, we'll wind things up at that point, because I can't raid on YouTube. Yes. Either way, I'm out of here. See you, folks. See you, Tech Cat. Congrats again, buddy. See you, Red Snare. See you, Dreamweb. See you, Board Josh. Gosh.